When most people think about liver damage, their minds go straight to alcohol, and for good reason. Alcohol is a well-known liver toxin and a major contributor to conditions like fatty liver, hepatitis, and cirrhosis. But what's far less recognized, and arguably more dangerous because of its invisibility, is the damage being done every day by common medications, excessive sugar, processed foods, and industrial fats. These substances may not carry the same stigma as alcohol, but they quietly overload and inflame the liver, leading to dysfunction in millions of people who may believe they're living healthfully simply because they don't drink. Take acetaminophen, also known as paracetamol or by brand names like Tylenol. It's one of the most widely used over-the-counter drugs in the world, and at recommended doses, it's generally considered safe. But the margin of error is razor-thin. Even small overdoses or chronic use over time can overwhelm the liver's ability to detoxify the compound, leading to oxidative stress and, in some cases, acute liver failure. In fact, acetaminophen overdose is one of the leading causes of liver transplant in several Western countries, not alcohol. What's more alarming is how frequently it's used in combination with alcohol or other medications, which dramatically raises its toxicity potential. And then there's fructose, often billed as natural because it's found in fruit, but in industrialized diets, it shows up in far more dangerous forms. High fructose corn syrup, now ubiquitous in soft drinks, snacks, and packaged goods, is metabolized almost entirely by the liver. Unlike glucose, which is used by every cell in the body, fructose goes straight to the liver where, if consumed in excess, it's rapidly converted into fat. This contributes directly to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, NAFLD, now one of the most common and fastest-growing liver conditions globally. And unlike alcohol-induced liver disease, NAFLD often occurs in people who never drink at all, yet its consequences are just as serious. Processed foods, particularly those loaded with trans fats and additives, add another layer of liver stress. Trans fats, though banned or restricted in some countries, are still found in many baked goods, fast food, and shelf-stable snacks. These fats not only increase systemic inflammation, but also contribute to liver fat accumulation and impaired insulin signaling. The liver, already working overtime to detoxify artificial preservatives, colorings, emulsifiers, and flavor enhancers, becomes inflamed and inefficient. The result is a slow but steady march toward fatty liver, insulin resistance, and metabolic breakdown. Even seemingly benign habits, like consuming excessive protein supplements or long-term pharmaceutical use, statins, antifungals, antibiotics, even some herbal remedies, can tax the liver over time. Many of these substances require metabolic processing in the liver, creating oxidative byproducts that must be neutralized. When the liver is already inflamed or congested, its ability to handle these compounds declines, and damage accumulates beneath the surface. The tragedy is that most people believe they're protecting their liver simply by avoiding alcohol, while their daily choices continue to stress the organ in ways they don't understand. A diet high in refined carbs, sugary beverages, processed meats, and synthetic additives may not feel indulgent, but its cumulative effect on the liver is both real and devastating. And unlike alcohol, there's no cultural warning label on sugar, acetaminophen, or pre-packaged muffins. The danger is disguised as normalcy. But this story doesn't end in despair. It's also a call to action. Because the liver is so adaptable, so remarkably resilient, it can often recover from early and even moderate damage if given the right support. Reducing sugar intake, eliminating processed food, and reading labels for hidden trans fats and corn syrup can have an enormous impact. Opting for whole, unprocessed foods, especially those rich in antioxidants, fiber, and liver-supportive nutrients like choline, eggs, salmon, sulfur compounds, onions, garlic, and flavonoids, berries, leafy greens, can help the liver repair and thrive. Even the timing of meals, such as incorporating periods of fasting or avoiding late-night snacking, gives the liver space to process toxins and reset metabolic pathways. Hydration, physical movement, quality sleep, and limiting unnecessary medications all reinforce the liver's regenerative capacity. Supplements like N-acetylcysteine, NAC, milk thistle, and alpha-lipoic acid may offer additional support for those with higher burdens or known liver risks. The bottom line? Liver protection is not just for drinkers. You can be a lifelong teetotaler and still be on the fast track to liver disease if your daily habits include sugary drinks, painkillers, and processed snacks. The real threat to liver health today isn't just found in a bottle of wine. It's hidden in the grocery store, the pharmacy, and even your daily routine. Recognizing this reality is the first step toward true liver health. The good news is that knowledge empowers change. By respecting the liver for the complex, multitasking, silent hero that it is, we can begin to protect it, not just from alcohol, but from the far more common, modern poisons that too often go unnoticed until it's too late.